Well, how you going? And welcome back to another video of Elite Dangerous. And where the hell are we now? Now, I'm just waiting for the game to kick into the screen here. If it doesn't, I'll probably have to exit and start again. My name is, of course, Commander Black Star Lord at your service, Triple Elite when I'm playing Elite Dangerous. King and Admiral as well. Now, first of all, let's jump in there. We haven't got the new update done yet, so they've just finished the beta testing and all that, but they haven't given us a download yet of it, so which the new goodies we won't be able to access yet. So we're going to find out where we are now, where this big ship is taking us, and if there's any Thargoids or anything else around there that might be hostile or might be good. So let's have a quick look. I'm going to be on the controller. Forgot now. I'm going to get my back together and realize what buttons to push and what not buttons not to push. So that's this we are. So let's have a quick look at the system we are. And where are we? Oh, we're still going up this general direction. We're 480 light years away. So I'll bookmark this one. Have a quick look. Right, see how we've gone. That's where we started. We did a little jump and badly went. Then they end up jumping this way, then this way, this way, this way. So we're trying. It looks like we're doing a weird shape there. So now let's have a quick look at the system. And then we'll jump out and have a scan of the system and fly around for a bit. I'm going to be doing, okay, oh, this could be a lot of stuff here. If there's that many stars, there could be a lot of stuff. But let's have a look at the surface, because I always like to look at the surface when I get out, because you never know, you might come across something that's really, really nice. I didn't put that on. That might help. Can't hear what's happening. Control there, control. Let's have a look.
Has come to an end. Both factions received support from independent combat pilots. Generous rewards were promised. Could be only one victor. Independent journalist Elgato offered an analysis. After a week of furious fighting, the Geras system is now eerily quiet. Ultimately, only one side could be victorious, but this uneasy peace has come at a great and dreadful cost. Pilots who participated in the conflict can now collect their rewards from the Earthship port in the Geras system.
Okay, 76 stuff to scan. That's not good. 76. So let's have a look. Wow, that is a decent size. Okay, they've all been scanned, but we might as well collect it. We'll be here for the next couple of days scanning all this stuff, I think. We need to recover as many surviving mercenaries as we can and interrogate them, so we can find the real culprits. That's nice looking. The independent HIP 2924-1 Green Party, which is overseeing the initiative, has asked pilots to recover both occupied and damaged escape pods and to deliver them to Felly stock in the main system. The organization has also placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list to ensure that those contributing to the recovery can do so safely. The campaign begins on the 8th of November. Actually stopped this up reasonably well. So if the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Carbon-based life bomb. Now, I really wish we had a terraforming one of these instead of this one, but that looks nice though. We have suspended Lieutenant Inspector Thorne from active duty, effective immediately. So what I'll probably end up doing is scan a few things today, and then I'll basically just jump out and continue on the scan, so I'll scan everything
in this whole system. Because we've got 5 days before, over 5 days before we have to go out, but what I want to do is go back to that and then finish off scanning, because it is a lot of stuff to scan. So we'll play this for about 20 minutes to half hour. So I've really got other videos I want to try to get done today. I've got World of Tanks reviews, replay reviews, and talking about that type of stuff, which I'm going to be doing next.
We are highlighting Ramesh Thorne's appeal, as are many other news feeds taking a stand against corrupt journalism. Mercenary incursion in Mean. A mercenary group has been intercepted by security forces in the Mean system. Security Chief Harper Vergas of the Mean Defense Force.
I am on TeamSpeak, but I've got that muted at the moment, so I'm not hearing anything from TeamSpeak.
Fortunately, we were able to defeat them before they could do serious damage.
Oh, this is going to take a while.
The mercenaries' primary target was Phoenix Base. We suspect that this incident is connected to an attempted raid on the base that was repelled a few weeks ago. Li Yongrui, CEO of Sirius Corporation, addressed the incident and relieved that the attack was foiled.
But we'll spend, what I'll do is I'll go do this off air. I'll spend time just getting all these scans, and I'll complete the whole system, and then just head back to the ship again and just wait till the next jump, which I can do today and tonight.
The Federal Security Service has abruptly terminated its investigation of the Mars Tribune regarding personal administration robots fitted with hidden surveillance programs. Although interviews with Tribune employees were underway, it has been...
I want to know every single planet we got here and what's it all about.
The Tribune's owner, billionaire Kingsley Cordover, stated, "I'm pleased that our innocence has been accepted, and I'm confident that the guilty parties will soon be found." An opinion piece in the Federal Times from Chief Editor Leader Ravenhill took an alternative view, however. Last week, Cordover suggested the spy robots could share the many secrets they've gathered, and suddenly the FSS is ordered to leave the Mars Tribune alone. Does anyone really think this is coincidence? How many powerful people are frightened of what Cordover might reveal about them? Week in review. Here are this week's major stories. The investigation into the death of Alliance presidential candidate Fazia Silva has concluded with no convictions.
So you can see how much there is to scan. I will scan this whole system. I'll scan every single one of these planets. So we've got every single thing scanned. Even other people scanned it first. That's irrelevant. It's just a matter of scanning them, collecting them for the rules of Jonai, and we can then, when we need to, just drop all that information off at one time. As you can see, I don't need anything like this, but I'm doing it for the laws of Jonai, so I can, when they say, oh, we need scanned data to influence a certain system or certain things, go to this location, dump it off, and do so. By the time this thing finishes its journey, I should probably have enough to do a lead anyway, but I've already got a lead, as you can see there, not worried about it. I'm going past though, can't wait to get it all explored.
Recent reports from the GeForce system indicate that after a spate of reciprocal attacks, hostilities between GeForce first and Nudo's instead...
What we need is terraforming equipment so we can terraform planets. That would be awesome. If we can get terraforming planet material, then we can be right.
Has announced that his appeal for aid has been enthusiastically received by the galactic community. A spokesperson for the senator said that a humanitarian crisis had been narrowly averted while assuring refugees at Leopold's rehabilitation center that new homes would be found for each and every one of them. And those are the main stories this week. Ramtar rejects Sirius Corp. The engineer Ramtar has rejected an offer from the Sirius Corporation to support the manufacture of Guardian human technology. In a public statement, he said, "These technologies, developed using principles discovered by the Guardians, are too important to become corporate products. I have no doubt that Sirius would aim for maximum profits, rather than using the knowledge to aid humanity. Using tech brokers to distribute the designs allows them to be widely available, and thanks to the generosity of Aegis, the tech brokers' costs have been reduced, making Guardian human fighters and systems more affordable. Li Yongrui, CEO of Sirius Corporation, has stated that his offer remains open, and that he hopes Ramtar will have a change of heart. Conflict in Geras. Recent reports from the Geras system...
this is going to take a while.
Reciprocal attacks. Hostilities between Geras First and Naduzin State Incorporated have escalated into all-out war. According to Donal Varden, an independent journalist, for several months we've seen these factions sniping at one another from the shadows, but now the stakes have been raised. It won't be long before the space lanes of Geras are littered with the burned-out shells of dead ships. The warring organizations have issued calls to independent combat pilots for support. Commanders who
How far is the furthest place away? 20... Oh god, look how far they are away. No, we'll get there.
To take control of the system, which will begin on the 1st of November 3304. Appeal for aid complete. Senator Caspian Leopold has announced that his appeal for aid
It's a metal-rich content world.
Guardians of Tradition has been enthusiastically received by the galactic community. Hundreds of pilots supported the initiative by delivering commodities to Beryley Port and by protecting traders in the Niflhel system. A spokesperson for Senator Leopold made the following statement. Thanks to the work of many brave pilots, a humanitarian crisis has been narrowly averted. Senator Leopold has expressed his gratitude to all those who contributed to the campaign, and has assured refugees at his rehabilitation center that new homes will be found for each and every one of them. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Beryley Port in the Niflhel system. The rise of Nova Imperium. A radical group called Nova Imperium is gaining influence throughout the Empire. Imperial Herald journalist Cassio Carvalho highlighted the situation.
I have to admit, it's an interesting looking system.
To survive the Argoid conflict,
I can't believe how many planets we come to.
other systems and concentrate on
It's a
protecting.
good one to colonise.
In recent months, the organization has become a genuine political force.
You've got quite a lot. You've got several suns. Several places we can put some really nice
He is a charismatic
space stations, small or big.
beyond days in the glory of Akanar. Many
And you've also got
unhappy with the recent cross-superpower cooperation
a lot of landable planets you can mine as well, and you can actually terraform. We're not too fast. Nah, loop chain. Loop of correction. No, scan. No, it's going to disappear, scan.
that Nova Imperium will soon become impossible to ignore.
Straight past it.
No leads in Farzia's silver case.
Oh, there's that ring again.
Into the death of Alliance
That line.
presidential
That looks
candidate
awesome.
Farzia Silva has concluded.
It really does.
Elections have been made. Inspector Aaron Sangster of Alliance Interpol made this statement. The death of Farzia Silva has been officially ruled as homicide. The use of a sophisticated nerve toxin
Come on,
and the
bring it up.
circumvention of security at Hume Orbital suggests the involvement of one or more professional assassins. Unfortunately, we have now exhausted all possible avenues of investigation.
So we'll play this for half an hour, as I said before, and or how many? It depends on how many scans in half an hour. I still got to do. I might have to do them later tonight then. Before I jump onto World of Tanks, I want to probably just do those videos. Because I want to scan all this. If I can get it all done today, I'll be wrapped. But I don't think those are going to be pushing it.
Here are this week's major stories. The Alliance
But as you said before, we've got a water world that's ready to. Let's jump there here for a second. So we've got just in here alone, it's worth it because you've got
the Assembly has agreed to update the role.
metal rich,
However, with the creation
high
of a
metal
new
content,
political department
high metal content, all landable, which is good. High metal content.
presidential term has
Now
also
tariff,
extended
that's
to 2
all.
years.
High metal.
The Sirius
High metal
Corporation
current atmosphere,
the offer to work
atmosphere
with
type.
engineer Antar in the development
Then
of
you've
further
got
Guardian human technology.
a water
Some
world
business
that is
analysts have advised
terraformable.
Ramtar to take advantage
Then
of the
you
optimal
have a high metal
strategies
content
designed
world, which
by
again we
Ramtar
can't land on those ones, which is
that
disappointing.
seeking a monopoly over Guardian human technology.
That's just a rocky one. That will give you stuff, and then you got all these. Just in this section alone, it's worth probably terraforming that, putting a decent sized couple decent sized space stations and a couple of small ones here, and then bases along here. And you got all these ones in here, and that's to work on. Then you've got all these down here to work on too. You might find another terraformable planet in this mixture. So what I'm going to do is I will complete this off. I want to have everything in here scanned. So everything here is scanned, and it's worth. No, I was thinking too fast. Well, I'll go too fast for that one for a second. Can't be 2,000 light years away. I'm going too fast, right? But anyway, that's what we're going to do today. I have black coffee with honey in it. Got it. We'll see how many we get to scan today. And actually, that was closer, but the thing is, though, we scan everything. We know what's in the system. That data could be. I'm going to send it back to us for walls of Jonai. So when we need that information, I can just drop it straight down, and that helps out the walls of Jonai as well. So if we can get even somehow get them to help player groups to create new planets, new terraforming planets, and start to expand out the bubble, like they've done with the other one, right? But expand the bubble like places like this. Find a little system like this we could then expand into, right, from where we are, and start to terraform the planet and own the terraform planets. I think that might get more people interested in the game itself. You could create, player groups could create their own lore behind it, or sub-lore, right? That's just a theory, but also that would also open up areas like this. And of course, one player group, of course, expands out into a place like this that's not, while linked to their area, they're going to have to put people here or resources here to defend this area, of course, and to make this area theirs and keep it theirs from other player groups. Alright, you don't have to worry about, and also you got the galactic powers, also the Empire and the Federation and the Alliance might consider like, oh, that's a nice area you've got, we put you under our umbrella. And that expands that area, and that adds another level into the game as well. But that's just a theory, on my point of view anyway, like an idea they could throw there. I still think the heat sinks should be more than 4. But I'm thinking, hey, can you have a look at it? It's got all those little bars there and it's just like nothing.
The FSS has established that the administration robots of dozens of public figures and wealthy individuals have been fitted with hidden surveillance programs.
Like, look at the heatsink. Like 1, 2, oh, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 10 little bars about that big. And you only got 4 heatsinks. Now I think each one of those bars should be a heatsink. That's just a theory. It's like, if you had each one of those bars as a heatsink, then you'd have 10 heatsinks, right? And one thing, you know, I reckon that would be a good idea because you can fire off one and it'll look better than firing off one. But that's just my personal opinion on that one, or something that they might want to have a look into. I'm just relaxing and taking it easy.
Security forces have launched investigations, but it seems that the name is already well known among hacker communities.
We've been to where we are now. We know where we are. We're just going to wait for the new stuff to come into play. Now,
it has existed for some years,
if I can get mining stuff here, I might equip this and put mining stuff onto it just to show you some of the new mining stuff when it comes down, and the new collect Olympics and whatever, or the new scan Olympics and stuff like that. That'll be interesting, and we'll see how that goes. We can't bring in that extra ship here, which is so annoying. I really wish I could. it would be awesome if I could bring another ship here. Then I'd just simply bring one of my miners, summon one of my miners to me instead of I wonder if I don't think I can, because I haven't got a shipyard, which is a disappointment. At a shipyard, this would make this really, really worth it, because I could then bring the miners out. I'll just bring a miner out. I wouldn't worry about bringing attack vessels because there's nothing to shoot at. But I'd bring the miners out here and really get stuck into land, probably mining and stuff like that, asteroid mining and stuff like that. But it limits the amount of time you're stuck here, which is good. But you can only bring one type of ship out here, which is bad. Now I could have just go back and go get a miner and then equip it for jumping, and just all I do is strip all the stuff off it. Basically get myself. Actually, I've got plenty of stuff here. I can't buy it. I can simply go back, buy everything I need to buy, jump back to here. I send all the stuff into here. Then equip this ship and go mining and stuff like that when the new stuff comes out. I might do that when the new stuff comes, when they do download the new stuff, because it's supposed to be better. And if it is better, then I'm going to, if I can't buy it here, I'm going to then just do that. So I've got everything going on here. I've got a good jump range in this ship, which is 62 light years, 70 max, and I've got everything working.
Close Encounters Corps has announced that its appeal for commodities has reached a successful conclusion.
Let's have a look where the next one is. So we'll continue on flying and enjoying the where the hell are we video.
Scientific megaship to research the nebula surrounding the BD12-1172 system, and those are the main stories this week. Mars Tribune linked to spy robots. The Federal Security Service is targeting Mars Tribune as part of its investigation into robots carrying concealed surveillance programs.
I'm slowing down.
Made this statement. The personal
That does look cool. I like those lines going, the stars going across.
In recent weeks,
they do look awesome.
Subject of incriminating articles published exclusively in the Mars Tribune. Public relations guru Anya Blackriver, also the owner of a spy robot, was recently exposed by the Tribune for concealing various scandals on behalf of her.
It does look like a spaceship in some ways.
Owners of affected robots live in the Sol system, which is the focus of the Tribune's journalism.
But we'll continue on. So I'm hoping the new stuff comes out when it comes out. I can get it equipped. I can equip this as a miner. Then all I'll do is I'll strip it down. I've got extra power plants in that here. I can just basically put the extra power plant on if I need to, just to boost it up, and then go out mining. So I'm not worried about being attacked by anything. I've got some extra weapons I can throw on here anyway. If I'm going to put a miner up together, and then just see what it's like doing all the mining and stuff like that, and blowing up asteroids. I'll probably have to put a better shield generator than on this thing. But, well, we'll see how we go. And then if we jump into a really good area, we can find a nice spot. I could always send the fighter out as I'm mining if we're having any troubles. One, two, this area. Then I've got all these 125 light years away, 100 something light years away. Yeah, light years away.
Close Encounters Corps has announced that its appeal for commodities has reached a successful conclusion, having received an overwhelming response from the galactic community. A huge number of muon images were delivered to Crown Prospect over the past week. These will allow the construction of a scientific megaship to research the nebula surrounding the BD12-1172 system. With the initiative at an end, Admiral Anton Verne of the Close Encounters Corps issued the following statement. I am grateful for the professionalism displayed by the pilots who took part in this project, and thank them on behalf of our researchers.
So gas giant.
Await us. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Crown Prospect in the Kagatsuchi system. Palin Institute campaign. The Palin Institute
I
has
mentioned when the
announced an
servers are going to
accelerated
go
program
down.
of
Nothing
studies
so
that
far has
analyze
come
a
up.
range of xenobiological data and perhaps discern the motives behind the Thargoids' unrelenting aggression. Professor Cora Shaw, director of the Palin Institute, released the following
It
statement.
still looks awesome
In
though.
recent months, the Institute has performed countless studies on alien technology and physiology, and our stock of xenobiological samples is
It's a matter of being patient and scanning everything.
We require a large amount of Thargoid material to
If I have time to today, I'll do the World of Tanks videos because I've got some good World of Tanks ones too. I can only concentrate on one thing at a time.
Materials and promise to reward pilots who deliver these goods to Obsidian Orbital in the Maya system. The organization has also placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list to ensure that those delivering materials to ride a revolutionary party can do so safely. The campaign begins on the 18th of October 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Rackham hacked. Billionaire businessman Zachary Rackham has been targeted by a highly sophisticated hack that successfully withdrew 1 billion credits from his personal account. A spokesperson for Rackham...
So the new ship in Elite Dangerous looks interesting.
We have reported the theft to the authorities and are reviewing our computer security systems. The only clue as to the criminal's identity is a message they left encoded in Mr. Rackham's account. The collective plays to win. Financial journalist Brianna Blanco commented in the Federal Times. The purpose of the hack was evidently to reclaim the billion credit prize that Rackham won in the Federal Grand Lottery. What Rackham Capital Investments didn't reveal was that the money was redistributed equally among several hundred of the company's former employees, who were denied their company pensions years ago. There is a sweet irony to the old pirate Calico's Act.
Now we're on 24,000.
Whoever the collective
That's
might
a good
be,
one.
they seem to have both a sense of justice and a sense of humor. Kincaid wins election. Gibson Kincaid has been announced as the winner of the Alliance presidential election. He will continue serving as president of the
Let's have a look
Alliance.
what we've scanned so far.
A small majority of the public vote, defeating Councillor Elijah
Pretty much we should have scanned all of this.
the third candidate in the race, was recently found dead and is the subject of an Interpol investigation.
Yep, and we've got some interesting materials on them.
Followers at a victory rally.
These ones
My
here.
thanks go to every citizen who saw the wisdom of my vision. I vow to lead you into a glorious future.
Huh.
Prime Minister Redmond Mahone
So
gave
we're
a
going
statement
after
to the
these ones
media.
now.
I offer my congratulations
Haven't
to
explored
President
that
Kincaid
yet.
on being successfully re-elected. The Assembly is continuing to debate
Let's
his
do all these
proposal to
next in the
review
slot
the
here.
presidential rule with executive
And then
powers.
we've got all
We
these to
have agreed
explore.
extend the deadline by 1 week, after which a parliamentary vote will
Then we'll go
decide
back
the
to that.
outcome. Presidential candidates make final pledges. The two remaining candidates in the Alliance presidential race have returned to the Alioth system to make their final campaign vows. In the parliamentary chamber of the Assembly, Elijah Beck addressed his fellow council members. The Alliance
Oh,
occupies
the colour's
a
getting a little bit
position.
redder here.
Such must
Because we're
remain
going
for
away
the
from the sun.
My focus
Now,
as president
they say
will
the
be on
sun's
attracting more independent
in
systems
the
to our interstate
data
family.
affect the atmosphere of what's around them.
President Gibson
That is going to be interesting to compare. Have a look at and compare.
The Alliance's enemies are growing bold, and we must do the same. I beseech
Which
the
would be
Assembly
good.
to imbue the presidential
But as I said
rule
before,
with
I'll wait till I can get the new stuff comes in. I can see if I can bring it here. If not, I'll have to fly back to Civilization, go back to Shinrata, get everything I need to get, buy it or store it or jump back to here, then summon it all to me.
will be announced later that week. Week in review. Here are the
And then
stories
equip
made
this for
Journalists get
I'll
no
equip it,
inquiry
strip it,
has shared more details
send it,
about his
equip
time
it,
with the Far God cult.
and just use it for when I want to go mining on. Come and scan everything. Have the 2 scanners and all that. Have the fighter bay, the buggy bay and all that in here. But also have mining in as well. So I can just happily go ahead and mine the new ones and see what the new effects are like. I'm blowing up asteroids, either normal asteroids or the ice asteroids, and just get all the goodies out of those and just mine those as I'm going along the journey, because that would actually make it more interesting than just watching me scan. I can actually have that, maybe even play that as a part of the background for the newsletters in the future, because I don't know where this thing's going. I don't know where we're going to stop, but I'm going to continue on the journey of where the hell are we, and we're not going to stop till we find out where the hell are we. There's an irony there somewhere. But we'll find out where it's going to take us eventually, and the new ships will have to wait, unless they can build one of these with a shipyard, or even find a way to introduce a shipyard into this. Then that would be so awesome, because then you go, oh, I want certain ships here, and you're going to spend a lot of money getting them there because you're so far away. But we'll see where it's taking us. Yeah, it'll cost a bit of money to send the stuff to me. I think it'd be worth it because I'll be able to mine in certain areas. Find a good plant that has maybe really good rings around it, that has metal-rich rings or even ice rings. Or high metal content ones, whatever is out there we will find. Even the rocky ones we'll find and see we'll blow them up. But look what it does affect. I had a look at so Super Dev's little video you made on mining, which is very interesting. He was using the beta. And yeah, it blows up nicely. And you get that ripple effect and your ship feels it, so to speak. But I'd like to be able to get to places like this, even as an individual player or as a player group, preferably as an individual player would be better, but to start terraforming planets as a goal, like coming into here and go, okay, we can terraform a planet here, we can build a new civilization here, and start to bring people here. That could be community goals, could be other things we could be doing. Because the bubble's fine and all that, but it's just stuck there. Right? You got the other place which is going towards the centre of the universe, and they're building that area up. But I'd like to be able to expand from the bubble and finding unique places like this, right, to scan. That would be my ultimate little experience or goal. One of my ultimate goals would be nice like that. But that's just neither here nor there. Well, that's where we're going towards, these planets.
A number of survey groups have expressed interest in mapping the nebula surrounding the BD12-1172 system.
I've also got TeamSpeak running, listening to that.
From which they can research the abundance of unexplored planets throughout the nebula.
Okay.
To facilitate construction of the megaship, the close
There's 67 planets, I think I've got to explore and find here more.
to reward pilots who deliver these commodities to Crown Prospect
Lots.
in the Kagatsuchi system. The organization has also placed a kill
I still think we should be able to terraform planets and stuff like that. I was chatting to Super, he's playing Wolfram at the moment, the new one. The new stuff has come out with the Motherboard and all that. And the new open maps they got.
The Federal Security Service has discovered more personal administration robots containing concealed surveillance programs. Independent reporter Flint Firemaker Lafos discussed the situation on the Rewired news feed. In recent
How close do I have to get to this thing?
businesses have destroyed their personal robots, mass robophobia, or paranoia that the robots might be secretly recording them. It makes you wonder what these people are trying to hide. How many millions of robots are spying on us right now? And for what purpose? Is it a coincidence that all the affected models are made by the Achilles Corporation? Maybe blackmailing the rich is their new revenue stream.
Looking at the time, looking at how far we've got to go.
Independent journalist Gathan Okencoil has shared more details about his
Another high mental content world. So these ones here would be worth, it's just probably coming to this place and terraforming this place would be worth it, because look how rich it is. It would be worth it because terraforming something.
I'm relieved to see far God believers returning to their hive chapels, having survived weeks of persecution. This has been a baptism.
Did you find another feature?
With hundreds dead.
He's falling through the world at the moment.
Many other doomsayer cults have since faded away or, like the Church of Eternal Void, been outlawed.
He's a bug hunter.
It seems that the far God faith will endure, perhaps even beyond our conflict with the Argoids.
He does. He can get a game and he'll find.
With a view to combining our research. Together we hope to produce the definitive account of this.
He's a bug hunter, and he can get into a game and fight. If there's a bug in it, he'll find it. he's good at that. He likes to test games to their limits. So it looks like we're finished with all that newsletter stuff today. But I'd really like to see the new version. Yeah, but that hasn't downloaded it. But we'll just continue on exploring and having fun. I'm in no hurry. The only thing I need to do is I want to find out how I can. I might even I'll try again entering. Yeah. What's the name? World one more time of I'll try to enter one more time of the CQC if I can, but I'll see if we can get any gameplay out of that. Well, I probably won't do it live. I'll probably just do it with Fraps running in the background, so I can actually record how badly I go or how good I go. But I do miss kind of like going back to the bubble and just killing things and going to head-res sites and stuff like that, and testing different ships out and configurations out to attack them. Some ships are really good, some are just you don't bother with. Some are just like you fly by the seat of your pants and you go, well, I managed to kill that thing and well, I'm quite happy. Or you're taking on 2 anacondas when something's so small and you beat them, that's even better, that's more impressive. No. Ugh. Big ass slow ship. Dum 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 dum. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty. It looks like a spaceship with the design of it. With all the stars like that. Now, we'll continue on our way. There's no point going outside today, there's too many mozzies. So we're pretty much scanned all this now. Which of course I thought that would be those type of worlds. But look at them all. There's so much goodies just in this one area. You could really, you haven't even got down to this far yet. You could really set up a big area. You got area. You could set a big base up. A lot of people, but you know, you're outside the bubble, you're far away. But you could put, if you look at the world of Link, each one of those space stations contains millions of people. Sometimes, some of them. So if you calculate that, as in how far you need to expand, like currently we're what? Almost 3,000 light years away from the bubble. There are some beautiful places around here. We could probably get some big ships to, and then start to terraforming planets. Now, even close to the bubble, you could probably do it, but you've got to look where the Thargoid's attacking and stuff like that. You don't really want to try to terraform those places. That'll be like a no-go zones type things. But you want to terraform other places that are going to benefit mankind, or technically not mankind. We are mankind, really. Okay. And all that technology and all those places we've been to, we haven't stepped that far into the future. Well, that's far into the distance. The bubble's there, yeah, it's fine. We've got a lot of stuff around there, but outside that bubble, nothing, nada. We've got the technology to terraform everything, to find human-like planets and start building colonies there. Why the hell aren't we doing it? That's going to be a long distance away. I mean, that's the sun was going to scan first. Then all these ones here will scan. Then we're going to fly all the way back to there. But why the hell are we not coming out to places like this? Right? There's one person over there. Oh. He's over there. Who are you? They're 19,000 light years away. Commander, oh yeah. 19,000 light years away, wow. They're right in the, must be going towards, either going to or from there to the bubble. Or just exploring, trying to find a black hole or something like that somewhere. But why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we going out into places around here and looking around and coming to these places, not to the bubble, but outskirts here, and finding planets and systems that we could go to and colonize? I mean, okay, it's middle of nowhere, but you won't be able to trade with people in here, but you could build a small community here. And maybe just not just one system, but maybe several systems in this area, or even one of the, what do you call it? Even one of the, you know, I can't catch my tongue. The nebulas, yeah, the nebula, nebulae, or nebula, the nebulas. They, you know what I mean. And you could find, like, you go to the black hole nebula or something. I can't pronounce it and save my life. But anyway, you know what I mean. You go to one of those, and you got some really beautiful colors and stuff like that. But why not start forming terraformable worlds and other things like that? Building space stations out there, colonizing other planets, mining other stuff. You can spend a whole lifetime just in the bubble, just mining and hunting and trading and all that, but why not expand that? Okay, you've got the Empire, the Federation, and the Alliance all fighting each other, or all trying to make deals with each other. You have the Thargoids coming, you have the ancient technologies now into there. You've been to the center of the universe, but come back. They were colonizing another place onto the way there, but we're not colonizing out of the bubble. We're not getting this ship's good going around the outside the bubble and scanning potential new places and that, but what we need now in the game or in the future is ships like this that can be used for terraforming. Like, you get players together and go, okay, you want to terraform, okay, you can get, somebody can get a mining ship put up, but have a shipyard in there so they can actually summon ships to them and stuff like that. Makes my life a bit easier. So you create a ship that has a shipyard into it that you can create. The whole sole purpose of that ship is to find new galaxy, new systems, right? And get into those new systems, have a look at, okay, this system's fantastic, what's around that system in, say, 100, 200 year light jump range. Okay, then calculate, well, can we get into there, jump into that system, get into it, start colonizing that system, alright, and use that as a base till they actually build a land base, or they build a space station, and then they can then get that ship to go somewhere else. So whoever wants to continue on building that system, they can stay there, they've got a place there they can call home, and they can help terraform the planets and stuff like that, or leave that ship till they've built up that system a bit to the point is where it's got several landable bases on. They can land on the planets where they're doing the mining and stuff like that, and several other planets where they can terraform and build cities there and start to create a civilization there and build space stations there, which they've got the resources in that system to build, using those resources to build it, and having this one ship to process all those resources so they can build space stations. They work out how many they want to build in that system, and then you can get player factions go, okay, we've got that, how can we expand out to other systems? And this one big ship, we can actually then go, okay, we've built this system up, we can take the ship with the resources it's got, build the resources back up, take it to another place, and then go, we want to terraform that place, right? And so forth, rinse and repeat. Like do 100 light year jump range, but find the right areas, like big systems they can jump into, or that it's going to correspond to another one, and then start building that system up with people and planets, getting the planets to terraform the planets and stuff like that, and building space stations. That's just an idea. It's a very interesting idea, but it's just an idea nevertheless. We got one. $27 more places to go to. But that, to me, is just an idea that I would want to try to do. Right? So you could get a specialized ship like this, designed purposely to colonize or start building the colonizations of other planets. Right? Finding a system like this, what we're in, which we've got a lot of goodies in. I mean, this is a decent sized system. Look at that. I'm just scanning every planet and then go back into there. But if you imagine putting stuff into here, putting bases here, and we've got a water world that we can use as a terraformable one, right? So there's a terraformable world we've got so far found in here. There might be one more if we're lucky, but if you think about it, and we build a system, or build like a space station into there, we'd be right. Colonize the planets, put a couple space stations around there, and start moving out of the bubble, and stop being hogging the bubble for humans and all that. And I know they're trying to build other things, they're trying to do other ideas and that, but they're trying, I don't know, I think they need to also expand, look at the explorers and say, what can we do for explorers, what can we do for people who want to do a building game, or like a colonizing game where they can help with the background sim of colonizing different space. Okay, it's fine, you're getting your clan to take over other systems and that are already in existence. That is fair enough, but how about getting your clan to build a space station that you can then send off with clan members with the right ships and start terraforming other worlds, landing on other planets, building a city on other planets, bringing people there, and making trade, building. First of all, you've got to find the systems, look around where they all are, make sure life can be sustained in those systems. Then after you've done that, you can then consider, go, well, we've got all that, we can then there's maybe that coffee good. Then we can go, let's scan that, we've done all that, we can go elsewhere, and we can say, okay, we've built a city on a planet, we've built a couple of space stations here and there, and we worked out where we can actually go in the world. And it's just a matter of being patient and like building the right ships to go there to terraform a planet, to make it landable so you can actually land on the planet. And hey, what happened to you? I must have too busy chatting away and not thinking about where I was going. But anyway, doing that would be awesome because you're spending time getting players interested in doing more things outside of the bubble. And you might get player groups that will just spend their whole entire player group outside the bubble building these places. Now of course you've got to have to defend them eventually over time. You could have pirates that come there. If you're a dictatorship, you're going to have, that's going to make it different what they can do, what resources they have, and so forth like that. You might even find a place that has a nice black hole in it or two, where you can go, oh, we've got a couple of suns, a black hole, this black hole's sucking the suns in there and it looks really awesome. And we can build it, oh, there's a terraforming Earth out there. We can go to that Earth, build a terraform it, build a base on, or it's already breathable air, get to do that. And then do as we can play in that one. That's just an idea. It's just something I'm thinking about playing in. I like to have an elite. I would love to be able to terraform other planets. I'd love to be able to go to an Earth-like planet that's breathable atmosphere, land on that planet, and work out how to build a city on that planet. Catalog the animals, catalog that type of thing. I know it's not technically what they call an elite, what they call that, because all elite pretty much is trading, right? Is exploration at the moment, and combat. Mining is technically just a side step of trading if you look at it, because you basically shoot rocks, you collect the goodies, you refine it, and you sell it. Same thing is pretty much as trading, as far as I'm concerned. Exploration, you can take people around, rich businesses, people and all that, or poor people, you can do all those things, but that's the mundane stuff of elite. As far as I look at it, you can do it, but you can make a role-playing, if you want to make a role-playing and stuff like that, in your own head, you can do all that type of stuff. I would like to take it that step further. I would like to be able to walk around the ship. You might be able to do missions in your ship, or you might have to do stuff in your ship. Submissions like that would be interesting. I'd like to be able to walk around space stations. I'd like to be able to land on atmosphere planets and explore the cities that are there. Go to Earth and actually see what Earth's been made into today, and walk around there. Maybe even do missions there. Instead of collecting missions from your cockpit, you can choose to walk into a space station, like land in a space station, walk around, go to a bar and get different missions, stuff like that. Talk to clients actually would be good. Interacting, that would be, I know that's a long way away from the game, it's a potential sub-games of the game itself, really, if you want to look at it that way. It's like if people have got the original Elite but they don't have Elite Horizons, they're pretty much a sub-game technically now of Elite Horizons, because they can't land the ships and so forth like that, so they are limited in certain things. But Now, of course, you've got your engineers, but once you've grinded for, but the other thing is the problem with the grind. It takes too long. It's too boring a lot of the times. I like a fast way to grind. I don't even be able to spend real world cash. I'm saying I want to get all these items and use real world cash for that. I wouldn't care about that. I know other people would, but I wouldn't care about it because I'd spend a couple of bucks here and there, not just in paint jobs and that, but on materials. In a sense, you're not buying to win because you still got to get the spins and all that. Still got to go see the engineer. Still got to get the special effects if you want on them as well. But you're still going for the materials. But you don't have to piss fart around grinding. Where there's a lot of other games you can just go and play and just have some fun, and they give you instant rewards in some ways. That's because that's really technically pleasure and stuff like that you're looking at. Now, one thing I do like about this, every player in the world can be on the same server, which is fantastic. And now okay, so that's the support. Let's continue on this thought path. Okay, you get a group that goes, okay, we want to explore the known universe like this ship, right? Go outside the bubble, but we want to go to find terraformable planets and systems where we can use those resources to build colonies, right? And then you can, using that big ship, a colony builder would be the word you use it for. You want defenses on it, you want other things. You're going to come across pirates, you might even come across other alien species besides the Thargoids that might not want you to colonize that sector of space, right? Or if you manage to get there before they do, and you colonize that sector of space, and you've got to defend it against so-called creatures and pirates and stuff like that. Because you're not going to just have all the good people going out there. You might have some empire empire people that might go, well, we don't want you colonizing this area because we've got no influence in that area, but we want to stuff you over. It could change the game a lot. So you could go, okay, I want to colonize the space. You start colonizing it, and the Federation or Empire might be against you, or the Alliance might be against you, or there might be other groups that might be against you. There might be engineers that go, oh, you can't do that because that is a heavily rich engineered area that could be useful for my thing. I don't want anyone else to know about it, and you've found it, and now I'm going to have to stop you. So I know it's just a fantasy in that way, but let's get back to the basics. You get a ship, build it up so it's designed for colonization, designed to building outposts, designed to building, has all the resources it needs to build stations and stuff like that, or even a ground-based systems. And then you basically start off small. You build the small stations where you land on the planets, you build planetary things, the non-atmospheric worlds, and then after you build those things on the non-atmospheric worlds, you can then build small space stations, and then you expand to the big ones, and then you go, well, we can colonize this planet now because we've got the whole system organized, and we're trading with each other, we're working together, and you can have then your factions work out how they can build onto the planets. And then you build, as part of that storyline goes, you build onto the planets. But that's just my personal opinion. I'd like to see it happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. It'd be a sub game of this one, right? Because all you do is get a couple new ships, stuff like that. Some are good, some are bad. But I'd like to see a colonization ship. A player colonization ship would be awesome, but I don't think that'll ever happen. Not slowing down. Going forward. We're almost there. No, we haven't got that much far to go. We've already got these ones to high metal ones. Yeah, that's all high metal. We're just pretty much going for all these now. But I'm not worried about it. We'll take our time. We'll go for them all. But as I said before, if it works well, it works well. We could do a lot of things. Like, imagine building a human colonizer. And you send probes down to a planet, and then you go, well, I can land on that planet, or I can atmospheric rich planet. I know that's like a bit like what's it called? I've forgotten the name of it. I've actually got the game, which is kind of sadder too. The one you can actually land on. One that people don't play anymore. It's a cross between Elite and Minecraft. Anyway, where you can land on planets in the whole, yeah, it's kind of useless really. But you can go, okay, let's say you create a new ship that's Explorer ship, but has new equipment built into it, and that what you can do with this ship is send out probes to atmospheric planets, find out if they're terraformable or not, and if they are terraformable, terraform them, or if they have been terraformed, like if they're breathable atmosphere, then you can send out probes to find out what animal life's on there, water and all that, land on those planets and start to build a small town, a small shack to start with, then build a town, then a city, and try to get people involved in that one. That would be interesting. I have to go up the streets soon probably, but I want to get all these scanned first. We haven't got that much to go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3. 7 there, so we've got 11 more systems to go. 11 more little places to go to, which we'll get there. Then we just fly back. But as I said before, that would be interesting. It would be different. You'd be able to then land on planets, walk around the planets, interact with the life forms and stuff like that. You might even come across a Thargoid or two. That would be different. You go, oh, we got a couple of, there's a Thargoid there, and you can actually talk to it, trade with it, and maybe even shoot it. Or just run away from it screaming, ah, it's a Thargoid. Or even find the ancients, if they still exist in the universe. The race of people, the race of people out there. But, oh well, not worried about it. I'm just going to continue on. I'm just an ideas person. I don't know how they're going to take this, what they want to do with it. But yeah, 10 years lifespan this has, maybe more. But we'll see how it goes. See how other people come out and play it, and what their ideas of the game should be, and all that. But I've got my own ideas, which I'd like to see in the game. I don't mind so far all this. Let's group the groups together and all that. Some of the ideas failed, and failed badly because just because how the game's based, like CQC. That would have been better if they could actually have that in the real world, instead of going into that, and they can actually have races where people in big ships like myself could go to and just sit back and watch, or jump in our little fighters and sit in the grandstands type thing and watch them. Now that would be interesting, but I even get the buggies onto a world and just sit back and watch them fly around in certain places. Okay, 7 more places and then we'll call it quits. For an hour. Just playing around for an hour, scanning the system. So here we are. I just want to scan the last 7 places we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 7. No more places after that. Then we'll go back to that place. It's only 4,000 lightning seconds away. Well, that's just my personal opinion of what I'd like to see in a week. Ships are fine, the cockpit's fine. The layout of the game itself is fine. That's pretty simple. The weapons are fine. Mining, I like what they've done with mining, but that's just going to make more special effects. That's about it. As long as it doesn't stuff up the FPS, frames per second. That's something you got to consider, because I'm not running a high-end rig like a lot of other people are. A lot of people don't have high-end rigs, and even landing on planets can really ruin the experience of the game. I found that out sometimes as well with the instances and stuff like that. I had some really good times. I had some really good instances and stuff like that, but then also just my ping or whatever it went, just the bandwidth ruined, or the frames per second just dropped down to 10. I've even had 2 when they had too much stuff there, people trading in certain areas, or they're doing the community goals. I couldn't play it, couldn't even record it. Because I had Fraps running in the background as well, and that just ruined everything as well. So like, I hate those experiences. Or could be just my internet as well too, causing that problem. But other than that, we're taking Goldfinger out. That's the name of it. Where is the name of that? Yeah, oh, GoldenEye, sorry. Not Goldfinger, GoldenEye. Let's go call it Goldfinger, but not GoldenEye. Yeah. Well, it's the only one I got gold paint on, and I'm not going to change the colour of it, because the only way I can do it is probably buy another. No, I won't buy any more of these, because one's enough. And then take this out and have fun exploring and stuff like that. But I just like, oh, way too fast. Let's just do a spin around the universe. And yep, all of the goodies. Hello. Is it me? No, no. Oh, let's go facing in the right general direction to go back. So, we'll continue on. And that one's a closer one now. Oh, look at that, it's pretty. I'll scan everything here and then we'll head back to the base and we'll continue on to the next jump that comes about. I do want to see, I'd like to be able to get stuff here, or even another ship here would be awesome. I'd like to be able to send up a miner here, buy all the stuff for it here, and then equip it up with new mining stuff and watch it blow up asteroids. If not, just getting mining stuff sent to here would be awesome. Also, if I can't get my mining ship here. I can no one land on planets, but just, yeah. I might do that eventually if I get, when I get back into it again properly. Fine, there's got a lot of planets here I could land on and just search for hours. I'll wait for the new graphics to come out. I wouldn't mind landing on a lava planet and driving along. You get a burst of lava come up through the rocks. That would make it interesting when I'm driving on that planet. Make it, and I'd like to see a new buggy, for God's sake. A specifically built buggy. Maybe to drop mining rigs off would be good, or having a mining buggy. Just making sure. Let's give me the last one. Okay. That would be awesome, but now where is no, I've got to go. There it is. Good, we scanned every single thing in this system. We'll head back to there. And we'll call it a day. Now, while we're going back there, we'll have a quick look at what we scanned. Okay, so these are the ones, these are pretty much going to be ice worlds, all of those, but they have got different unique thing. Like all this stuff here, you've got all these goodies that you could potentially have. I mean, high metal world, which you can land on and collect goodies from. Tin there as well. All this is wasted, really, because unless you're actually hunting for materials, it's kind of pointless. Unless you want to be able to get a mining, like mining would be awesome. Terraforming would be awesome as well. They're all ice world again. I mean, this is just like, you had ones with rings around it, it would be better. You had one of these planets with it, like this one here, it's got rings around it. That there is worth it. Can you look at the rings? It's a rocky ring and an icy ring, so pretty much high mining. What do you call it? Low, what's it called? Mining. Low pressure diamonds. What is it called? I don't know. I haven't been mining for ages, but anyway, these is just a waste. You want to be able to colonize these places, otherwise it's pointless having it out there. You explore and you see pretty places, but you can't colonize them. There's the irony, the whole thing. There's an irony there. But now look where we're going at the moment. We've jumped up to from there to there. We've jumped up now. We're leveled off here. And that was 400, it's under 400, 500 light years. So we've just been going from 1 to 7 weeks. Interesting. But we'll see where it's going to take us. Yeah, and what pattern it makes. But look at all these places you can go into there, or you can go to nebulas and have a look at those. It's still that far distance away, but I don't know. Up to each person and what they want to do in Elite, which is good, but honestly I'd like to see more. And we didn't get enough rewards being Elite or Triple Elite. You get nothing being qualified except going to another planet, which you can another planet or space station you can go to that will give you those goodies, unlocks the system for you or something like that. I'm told, I don't know. No one's gotten to Quad Elite, I don't think, and CQC. Well, I wouldn't mind doing that, but it's dead as a doornail. They need to add NPCs into it just to boost the game up so people that want to play CQC can play it. I know it's against other players, it's so called against other players, but if there's no one out there, you jump on and no one out there to play it, why the hell have we still got it there, you know what I mean? And it's dead as a doornail. CQC Tuesdays, I don't know if that's been going good or not. They'll be up to other people until say because I haven't seen it. But what I'm trying to say, quite simply, this: we need not just the more content, we need to refine the content and make it a bit more exciting for players. Like the mining's the right way to go about it. Exploration and stuff like that, they've done okay, but they could do better. Trading is just trading. No matter what you do with trading, it's going to be boring. Mining was the same way before. When it first started, mining was really boring until they actually introduced the collector limpets, which made it mining tolerable. Now they're introducing the exploding asteroids. That's going to make it more exciting and more fun just to watch an asteroid explode in front of you or beside you. You could be mining, somebody else could come along and you could be mining away, and all of a sudden an asteroid right to your right of you or left of you just explodes because somebody else decided to mine that asteroid. That would be funny. Or imagine mining, getting players around, getting one person in the thing and mining, right, and putting one ship there in the middle and have like 10 asteroids just mine around them, just filming that and just watching them all explode simultaneously. That would be interesting. I don't know how well that ship would handle it, but it still would be interesting. That would be fun to watch. I wonder if that want to be in the middle of it. It's just like that little sidewinder you're going through there, hunting down little hunting down other things that are hunting down the miners and stuff like that, and you're going, oh shit, those 10 asteroids, I'm stuck around 10 asteroids, oh my god, it's like they're all self-destructed and you're stuck in it. That would be funny. Okay, we've still got a fair bit to go. It would be funny though, but I'll just go take the time. Hope we find another nice place when we get to the next one. But as I said before, I'd like to see terraforming machines. I want to be able to send colonization ships out, where players have to guard the colonization ship when it jumps, or when it jumps to a new location. They've got to scout the location and see if it's worthwhile doing anything in that location. You have players there that go with it, that have combat ships, trading ships, exploration ships, mining ships, and so on, and have a special ship that can go into land on atmospheric planets that you can send out instead of just probe, but you can actually fly into the atmospheric planet itself and then skim the surface. Or that'd be interesting, skimming the surface, so you can actually use the pilot skill to analyze the like, you know, you're doing sun diving and that, you just fuel skip the sun. Similar thing, but doing it on an atmospheric planet where you don't go into the atmosphere all the way. You pretty much stay in a layer, and you've got to constantly keep a certain speed and keep that ability and analyze at the same time that what's there, right? Because you know, if you can, because then you'd have to come back with, then you'd have to have a new one once you've analyzed it and you scanned the planet and you worked out potential landing sites and stuff like that. You could fly back to the ship, change ships, and have the colonists go into another ship with all the equipment and all that, and you could actually then have to launch that from that space station or from that ship and then land on a planet where you then you can say go, once you've arrived at your landing spot, when you've scanned the planet, you can then take this other new ship to land on the planet, land on that planet, and help the colonists out, either by, there could be submissions protecting them, or it could be other things, help them build stuff or help them explore that planet, or help them trade with local indigenous people on that planet, and then build up their own little city. That would be awesome. But I don't think that's going to happen, not for a long time, if at all. But if they could go down that pathway, I would love it more. I would play a lot more of it. But the grinding has to... See, a lot of people only come on for a couple of hours each day and then play. Right? I think they've lost a lot of people because of the grinding. Like, if I started today, I probably wouldn't be that much interested in it. I am even now only playing once a week now, really. Twice a week maybe, because I've got a newsletter I'm trying to make. I'll copy the newsletter, I put it from text to speech, and then I copy the pictures and I use the backdrop of whatever gameplay I can find or whatever on my computer at the moment, and I put that in the backdrop, and then use that over so people can actually just watch the video and listen to the see the pictures pop up and listen to the newsletter. Some people might like that. You've got this thing, but it's really not that great. Doesn't bring up pictures. It doesn't bring up. Now it's just not as interesting. It's okay. I'll listen to it, but yeah, it's more like in the background noise most of the time. But I'd like to be able to colonize or build a colonization ship and land on planets and stuff like that. But that's just me. Don't know what other people think of it. Huh. That was interesting. That button shouldn't be working at all. Wow. Yeah, the button locked out. Okay, it's interesting. Well, the button on the thing I haven't really programmed for anything because the spring was like in it. It's not that good. It just wasn't working properly. And I'm not going to pull apart this to fix that one spring in it. It came in handy when I was using certain things. It really came in handy, but I find I don't really need to use it at all. The little finger just rests on it nicely, but the other one I use, the little lever switch, is good there. Maybe if I had two lever switches on. But oh well, we'll continue on, which we'll land this thing now and call it a night. We'll call it an afternoon, I should say. It's probably too late to do a oil tank videos I want to make. I might do that tomorrow. Probably do it tonight, maybe if I've got time to. Play a bit of oil tanks, then make some videos. I don't know yet. I'll make videos early. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet. Because honestly, I get one good game out of maybe 10, if I'm lucky. I'd like to see more in here. I'd like to see the grinding cut right down. Okay, yeah, fine. Okay, some people say, oh yeah, we grinded everything, we've got everything in the game, there's not much else to do. That is true. Okay, you can't go to CQC because that's pretty much dead as a doornail. But how about adding different things into the game? I said before, terraforming. People who've got billions of credits, get them to go buy to get them to own a space station. Now that would be awesome. I'd love to be able to own a space station because it doesn't feel like the pilots here really appreciate it. We feel like we're pawns more or less in a big chess game. I mean, we can change the background sims, we can colonize new places, but that's all we are. We're nothing. We're so minor compared to everything else. It's not funny. If we could terraform other planets, if we could colonize other systems that are outside. Why is that playing up? This is if we colonize other systems. Don't be doing that. Stop. That would be awesome. Now it's starting to play out the switch. I might have to disconnect it from somehow, find out what it's doing. Maybe turn it off or I don't want it to lock when I'm actually playing and trying to fight somebody or something like that, or you get a tricky situation to go, oh. But anyway, that's just here nor there on what I'm saying about it, just random stuff. Coming into land. I'm close to it. I think being outside in the black has done me too much. So it surprised me. Making me insane. I'm talking to myself. Yay. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Alright, concentrate. Keep that in the center. Still love the look of that world as well. Take a look at that. Oh, that looks nice, the stars there. But that planet does look awesome. And too, oh wow, it's going to get so nice. It's got North and South Pole or ice packs there. It might be a water world, but it's got a nice shine to it, and I think the new graphics play out with it as well. It's awesome. Oh well, continue on. I've been babbling on enough for today. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. I wonder how. That's it. Don't want to go any further than that. Don't push it too much. 6 days and 2 hours. No, we'll just. Denied? Ah.
Landing permission denied. Clearance denied. Sorry, Commander. I'm afraid I can't do that. Landing permission denied.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Ah.
Access granted. Go directly to your landing pad, Commander.
Oh, we're going over there.
Approach. Enjoy the music, Commander.
He's flying, so well, he's flying off too. I've got auto docking going on at the moment, so I just think that do its thing.
Landing gear deployed.
Does look nice. Well, I'd like to be able to say terraform one of these. Be awesome. Yeah, I'm just babbling. Just curious what services they have available before I head off. You feel that. Outfitting. Do they have mining stuff? Good. If they do, it'd be awesome. But oh, take your time. Think about it. So, we would want to. prospect Olympic, they've got a refine. Do they? Oh, they've got refinery, but not very big one. So kind of annoying. I'd have to sort of better summon one. You got prospect Olympics anyway, at least. Oh well. I'd probably have to wait until the new stuff comes in and then fly back to Civilization, collect it, and then do it. No missions at the moment on the board and that. Oh well. Actually, I won't. Yeah, I'll worry about that. Well, I'm going to head off. My name is King Admiral Commander Black Star Lord Triple E. That's your service signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You'll have a great day now, and catch up with me in about 6 or 7 days, and we'll find out where the hell are we again and see where we're going. You will have fun.